Hello, my name is Pickles and today I'm going to prison. You might be wondering a couple things right now. Why the fuck would I want to go to prison? Well, why the fuck not? Because I am the gayest man alive and prison is the best place in the world for a gay man like me to get all the gay rape I can have. Now you're wondering how I will get arrested. That is very simple. I will go to the nearest kindergarten class, find all the precious children, pull my pants down, show them my mastodonic 300-mile-long cock, and proceed to be arrested. But before I get arrested by the cops I will rape them all like a I do not endorse pedophilia. In fact, I think all pedophiles should burn alive. Take my mastodonic 300-mile-long cock up your tight ass. To suck my cock. Get ready for me to come on, all of you. Beg that loss well. After they have been raped, the SWAT team will come to arrest me and take me to prison. First they will take my fingerprints, but instead I will insist they take prints of my mastodonic 300-mile-long cock. The arresting officer will see you sick fuck, we don't do that here. Next I will go get my mugshot, but instead of getting my picture taken I will start jacking off like and come all over the camera like Meg that loss well. The officer will see you sick motherfucker, I'm taking you straight to your prison cell. So he will lead me to my cell, where I will be greeted by some 350-pound guy. He will say, yo bitch, I'm going to rape your ass and make you my bitch today, to which I will say, that's what you think, I'm Pickles, the gayest man alive with a 300-mile-long cock, and I happen to love anal rape, so I will bend him over, rip down his pants and start fucking him like a This video isn't as long as I thought it would be. Take my mastodonic 300-mile-long cock up your fat ass. You're not as tough when you're the one getting raped. It's now time for you to eat my cock meat sandwich. I totally stole that line from Harold and Kumar. Get ready for me to come all over your fat face. Beg that loss well. Next it will be time to go to the cafeteria for food, so when I get there I will begin taking all the trays and shoving them up my ass like dildos. The prisoners and guards will all be disgusted, so the prisoners will try to beat me up and guards will try to take me back to my cell, so I will gather them all together and gang rape them like a How the fuck would you gather all these people together? I should be in a maximum security prison by now. My mastodonic 300-mile-long cock is going up many asses. Now it's time for all of you to suck my cock. I'm going to come all over your faces. Beg that loss well. Next it will be time for a shower, so when I get in the shower room and see all the naked men, I will get so fucking horny I will start jacking off like Beg that loss well. One of the prisoners will see you sick fuck, why are you jacking off in the shower, and I will say, because, if you didn't know by now, I'm Pickles, the gayest man alive, and you better drop that fucking soap before I shove it up your ass like a dildo and then rape you. He will then pull out a knife and see you won't rape me if I kill you first, you sick motherfucker. But before he can stab me, I will knock him unconscious with my mastodonic 300-mile-long cock and being raping him and the rest of the prisoners like a the rape in the showers is so swell. I would love to drop the soap. It feels good to do these videos again. All of you suck on my cock. Get ready for me to come on, all of you. Beg that last swell. By this point, the warden will step out of his office and ask what the fuck is going on here, and I will say I am just raping your prisoners, and he will say, you sick fuck, get out of my prison, and I will say, how did you just tell me to leave prison? And he will say, not really, but in every one of these videos the manager of the place has to call you a sick fuck and tell you to leave, so that's my job as the warden. And I will say, you stupid fuck, you broke the fourth wall, and he will say, oh shit, well it's not like it's real anyway, you should have been put to death halfway through the video anyway. And I will say, yeah I know, but that's now how Drew Pickles goes to videos work. And he will say, fuck, we're really breaking the fourth wall now. And I will say, shall I rape you to end it? And he will say, I don't want you to, but it's mandatory, so I will begin raping him like a I'm fucking you in your old scrawny ass. The legal system is so screwed up. Most criminals get away with what they do anyway. How do you like my mastodonic 300-mile-long cock? Get ready to suck my cock. Get ready for me to come all over your prehistoric face. Noise. Bag that swell. Wow. This all sounds super, but fucking cum guzzling, tea bagging, piss drinking, shit eating swell. I think I'll go to prison right now.